Okay, I'm showing this one because I really, really like this one. I can imagine on the test that I would have something very similar. And I would ask you to simplify. That's all I will say is simplify. The rules say you can't have I on the bottom of a fraction. Okay, so to get rid of it, we're going to multiply by 1, but I'm going to use the conjugate. Okay, remember the conjugates. The conjugate of this would be 4 plus 5i. You only take the opposite of the complex part. Now remember, I need this to look like 1, so I'm going to put the exact same thing on top. I need to multiply the top and the bottom, because all I'm doing, if I multiply by 1, I don't change its value. I just change how it looks. So if I'm multiplying, remember, I'll do this. When you multiply them, it's straight across the lines, the fraction family. Okay, I'm going to do the top one right here. Top. If you want to be mathematical, it's the numerator. Ooh, fancy-dancy term. It's the top. 2 plus 3i times 4 plus 5i. Okay, you're going to FOIL this. You're going to notice there are 2 terms here times 2 terms. So I know I'm going to have 4 interim terms. I mean, some of these might combine like terms, but I know for sure I'm going to have 4 of these. So I'll go ahead and I'll overemphasize, and I'm going to have 1, 2, and 3 and 4. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take this 2, and it's going to go here, and that's going to be my first line. 2 times this will be my second line. Then you go to here. Make sure you take that sign with it. If that's a negative, I guarantee you'll forget that that's a negative. I wish I'd done one with a negative. This will be the third line down here, and then I'll take this, and that'll be the fourth line. I don't expect you to write 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm doing it so you can follow exactly where I'm getting all my numbers from. First line says it's 2 times 4. Well, I get a positive 8. Next one says it's 2 times 5i. I get positive 10i. Third line says it's 3i times 4, which you treat it just like a regular old variable. I get positive 12i. And the last one, I get 3i times 5i. 3 times 5 is 15, positive. I times I is I squared. Whoa, Spidey sense. You get I squared, it should be equivalent to -1. Substituting today for I squared is -1. Yay, round of applause for -1. This is going to come out. -1 is going in. So this is going to be 15 positive times -1, which will be -15. Hopefully I didn't lose anyone there. I went to here, and I came back to here. Now you combine like terms. Number, 8 and -15, different signs, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. Then I have these i's. Positive 10, positive 12 would be positive 22i. Now that's just the top. So I'm going to write up here, -7 plus 22i. Now I've got to figure out the bottom. It's a lot of work, but it's not hard work. You're multiplying. Okay, bottom. I've got 4 minus 5i multiplying its conjugate, 4 plus 5i. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's the first one. Here's number 2. Make sure you take that negative. Here's number 3, and then here's number 4. Okay, number 1, it says 4 times 4. 16, positive. Next one is 4 times positive 5i. That's a times. I get positive 20i. Then I have negative 5i times 4. I get negative 20i. And then the last but not least, I have negative 5i times a positive 5i. Well, negative 5 times a positive 5 is negative 25. I times I is I squared. Ooh, Spidey senses. I squared is -1. Today, summing for I squared is -1. Round of applause for -1. Take out this I squared. Put in the -1. -25 times a -1 is +25. Now combine like terms. Here's why it's a conjugate. Look what happened. They disappeared. The i's disappeared. The whole reason for us doing the inverse, kind of, if you will, is that you're trying to get rid of I. We just did. So all I have is 16 plus 25, which is 41. That's the bottom. Okay, top, bottom. And we put them as our answer. Bottom was 41. That's it. I am done.